other key members of the Gaddafi entourage, his cousin Ahmed Ibrahim, and among the others that have been, we understand, captured in the search.
James, I don't know if you can hear me over the racket of celebrations on the streets of Tripoli. It's 2 full months now since Tripoli fell, 2 full months that he's been on the run from his stronghold, his safe area of Tripoli. Why did it take so long, do you think, for them to get him?
Well, I wonder whether it can be seen as a long time, in the sense that he still had strongholds. He still had Sirte, where it appears he was at the very end. He still had Bani Walid, where there was various reports that he was. Also reports that his other son, Saif al-Islam, was hiding there in Bani Walid. So he had those strongholds, and he also had the rest of Libya. Because remember, this is a vast country. When you look at a population that is only about 6 million people, then this is a very sparsely populated country in the south, vast areas where someone could hide. Remember Saddam Hussein in Iraq, he was able to hide for a lot longer. So in some ways, perhaps it could have been much more drawn out, but it seems that Gaddafi went to the centre of the fight. As you say, he said he was prepared to fight to the death. That looks like what's happened.
Do you think there's some sense that many people out in the international community may be breathing a sigh of relief that he is in fact dead? Because with him go all those secrets. Many of the secret papers that were found in some of the buildings once Tripoli fell, and the secret police and the Interior Ministry and those other documents that were found shed some light on the sorts of deals that have been done with the Gaddafi regime over the past decades. So now that he's actually died, he won't be standing in a court and throwing out accusations against people who probably didn't want to hear those accusations said in under the media spotlight across the international community.
Yes, well, we all saw those long speeches by Muammar Gaddafi over the years. I think it's an understatement to call him a loose cannon when he was speaking publicly. Just imagine what he would have been like in a courtroom if he'd been asked to defend himself. Just imagine the sort of people he's likely in some 41, nearly 42 years in power to try and implicate in that trial. And over the last decade or so, he was realigned with the Western nations. He was meeting Tony Blair here in Tripoli. He was meeting key members of both the Bush and the Obama administration. So I think it could have been embarrassing for foreign officials. Look to Italy, for example, the dealings between Gaddafi and Berlusconi, if they had come out in court. Also, I think embarrassing for some of those here in Libya, because there are some who have aligned themselves with the National Transitional Council.